Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. Today we're going to talk about toggles. There are several types of clasps that you can use in your jewelry. You have lobster claw clasp, you have the spring ring clasp, you have a hook and eye clasp, and you have a toggle clasp. Toggle clasps typically are something that's kind of round, or they could be oval. Anyway, they have some type of a circular type part on one end, and then the other end is like a stick, and so the stick fits into the circular part to secure your piece of jewelry. Now, I'll be honest with you, in the past, in the very beginning, I was a little reluctant to use toggles. How secure were they really? Are they going to work themselves out, and am I going to lose my piece? This is actually a big concern for a lot of you. And I had a little bit of discussion about it with one of my viewers, which prompted this video. I actually want to put y'all at ease on using toggles. So it wasn't until I started getting the bargain bead box that I thought, I need to try to figure out how to use toggles. The reason is they always have these really cool toggle clasps in their shipments, and I just didn't want them to go to waste. Now, you can use toggle clasps for other things besides a clasp. I've actually made earrings with the circular part of a clasp, but I really wanted to use them as what they were intended for. And some of them are so pretty that they would be really nice as a focal, and I have done that before too. I want to start off by talking about this piece that I have on. I made this a very, very long time ago, and I wear it quite often. It's a piece of a shell that I just wired and put some beads on it, and yes, it fastens with a toggle clasp. Let me show you up and close and personal this and some other pieces that I've made with toggle clasps, and I'll explain what you really should be doing when you use the toggles. So here's my piece, and here is the toggle. Okay, here's one. I'll just put it like this. I'm going to show you some other ones that I have. Now this one's my own personal one. This one is not. At the filming of this, it is in my Etsy shop. Okay. This toggle's really cool. It has a little flower on it, and then the stick is the stem of a flower with a little flower on the top. And you just put it in there. Whoops, go the other way. You could do it that way, but it looks better this way. So you just stick it in the hole, and it is very secure, okay? And this one is also in my shop. You just put it in there like that, and it's secure. Now, one of the things that all these necklaces have in common is that they have a chain. And I have found that these are the most secure. And the reason being is because you have more of the weight down here, which keeps this tight. One of the things I was always afraid of is that it would get loose and do that and then fall off my neck. But if your piece is made correctly, it won't do that. It's going to stay weighted here. Now, these are not heavy pieces by all means, not any heavier than any other necklace. But these tend to be the best style to do with toggles. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean you can't make a necklace like this that's beaded all the way. Again, most of my weight is down here, and therefore this toggle is not going to come loose, okay? This is also in my shop. And notice I have the more weighted part at the bottom where the focal point is. Here's another example of my toggle. This one is actually one of my personal pieces that I've worn quite a bit. I love this. It's one of my fall pieces. And then I have this summery piece that has a small toggle. Again, it has more of the weight up in the center area. So it in a sense, it pulls that toggle tight. Now here's a piece I made. I actually have a video that I've done with this one. I made it to match a shirt of mine, and it does not have a drop, but and honestly, the beads, the whole thing is probably about the same weight all the way down, but it will keep this from coming loose because it is weighted. Now, if you were to put like your heavier beads here and very light beads here, that you may have an issue with that. So you have to really be careful. Now, I mentioned that I have actually made necklaces where the toggle is down here by the focal. And I don't have any to show you because they've been sold, but I should probably make one. Maybe I'll do that for a future video. But let me tell you exactly what I've done. Let me get this necklace back here. So what I did, and I experimented with this, when I made my first one, I had all the beads the same, and I put the toggle down here, and I'll be honest with you, it did fall off my neck. So I had the pendant that hung close to or off of the toggle clasp. So maybe you would have something like this with the focal hanging here. Maybe something like this. So you have this a pretty focal, and then you have your little dangle. But in order for a toggle to work where it's a focal, you do need to make sure you have something that is a little bit more weighted than the rest. Otherwise, it will come apart. Now, remember earlier I mentioned that you can use some of these as earrings. Wouldn't that make a really cool earring? Even just plain like that, just hang it off of an ear wire, and those are really cool. As far as this part goes, I haven't really come up with a way to use that in an earring, just only this. If you've done it before, you've just this part of a toggle in an earring, let me know what you did. Now, I want to address bracelets with toggles. Honestly, I have not had luck with them. And so I'm a little scared to use toggles in bracelets. What happens with me on a bracelet with a toggle, when I lay my hand down, and maybe I move around a lot, as you've probably noticed, and they will loosen up and fall off. So, I haven't had luck, but let me know if you've had any luck with toggles and bracelets. Anyway, this is a little short video on toggles. I hope this helps. My channel is all about making jewelry, and part of that is information on certain products that I've used and have had success with, and used and didn't have success with. And I like to share that with you. So I hope this helped. Anyway, I hope y'all have a fantastically wonderful day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.